Hey guys, what is up? It is the Glitch Guy here, bringing you another video. This one is not me smashing my disc, thankfully. That was not actually my disc, that was fake. If you guys actually thought that was real, or you're getting butthurt over the fact that I was making fun of Rockstar because they took out glitches. And I have to tell you, it was all a joke. Anyways, so today, I'm bringing you another video on how to keep these modded cars as much as you hate me for having them in the first place. And I even found out a new video, or not a new video, but a new method I have to try out and record still on how to actually do this. It involves using a UDP, I forget the end of it, it's like UDP transmitter or stressor or something like that. Basically to slow down your internet so that when you transition over from the Xbox store to leaving GTA Online, it like kind of lags your game and everything. It also lags all of your internet, but hey, you know, whatever. It's fun to play around with. Anyways, so I thank Brandon for this one, and he found this. The only method this is going to work is if you haven't entered your garage yet. You can't enter your garage, otherwise, boom, everything's gone. So what you're going to want to do is going to have a friend set up any game, doesn't matter what game. You should probably set up a game where you don't have to shoot each other, and you can call your vehicles in it. So you can go ahead and accept that game invite. It'll automatically put you into that game. I mean, it'll spawn you in the middle of the GTA session, but it should automatically put you in that game. Obviously, you can tell this is sped up a little bit, and I think you can hear sounds as well. That's good. I got the new Elgato capture card, which is how I'm recording this. Thankfully, it is a piece of machinery that is. I am so glad I have, and wish I had before. But anyways, at least now I can edit these videos. As you can tell here, you spawn in as Michael. It'll ask you to join GTA Online. You can just go ahead and accept that. It's perfectly fine if you go ahead and accept his invite. Well, anybody's invite for that matter, as long as it's to a game that you can bring cars in. And then it's going to spawn out. It's going to do that little thing, and it's going to join the GTA Online. Now you're going to be a little bit of alarmed. You should probably have made sure that your spawn location is not last location. Immediately, if it's or it is last location, not property immediately, otherwise you'll be kind of screwed. So as you can tell here, this is his game, so it's a random one. I can actually, is rich men and something or another. I don't know, don't quote me on that because I can't tell. I'm actually watching a small little preview of this. Go and have him start that mission up. Now it should spawn you in the host's car. So if I go ahead and load it in, there's my character there, and there's the host car, the new dune buggy from 1.06, and I'll prove it throughout this video that this is version 1.06. But right there you can tell that's his car. So you're gonna want to take sticky bombs. If you don't have them, you should buy them before you do this. And then once you have sticky bombs or explosive device, or if your friend has one, call up your mechanic. Now once I call him up, you can tell here we have the unmarked cruiser, the police cruiser, and the tow truck at the top, as well as the police riot. But that I don't even see yet. It's over there. But we eventually get rid of that. And see the floating guy there? He just leaves randomly. Anyways, I'm rambling on here. It'll drive your car to you. That's a weird way to say it. It'll drive your car to you, and there it is on the map over there. Have him drive it up. Honestly, it doesn't matter if you kill him or not. I just recommend not killing him because he's your mechanic. And I think you get bad sport. Don't quote me on that though. Anyway, so once he like walks away or whatever, you just toss a few sticky bombs. I tossed a little extra because I have 100% armor. So you can toss one if it doesn't have any armor. Make sure this car is insured. As you can see there, your personal vehicle has been destroyed. You can call Morse Mutual. And yeah, so once you've done that, make sure you have all the cars that you have insured and you want to keep for a little bit. This isn't going to apply. The only way to keep it in your garage is to use an ISO mod. There could be new methods that we haven't figured out yet. So you can see there, I can bring the police cruiser, but I still can't call it for a little while. The only way confirmed so far is to use an ISO mod to get your actual cars into the game, because it does a check every time, or into the garage. Now Rockstar implemented a check, so every time you put a car into your garage, it'll check that, which is kind of annoying, but also kind of good to keep people like me under control. Anyway, so you can go around and screw around with your friend for 5 minutes. As you can see here, this is the Baja trophy truck, whatever you want to call it. I don't know the actual name in game. I don't remember the name. But me and Brandon definitely ride around this course a few more times than needed, and have a little bit of fun. Actually, he's driving, so it's not me doing the horrible driving. But once I guess we can call up. See, I tried calling there, but I couldn't exactly bring it in. You can call up to as many insured vehicles as you want, and then one non-insured vehicle. If you have all of your modded cars non-insured, then you're gonna be kind of screwed. But anyways, here we go. So I go ahead and I call up my mechanic, and as soon as Brandon falls through, I call it here, and I end the video. I know, because this isn't live commentary, but I call it up, and it says I can deliver it, but he can't bring it to areas like this off the road parking lots. So make sure you're actually standing on a road when you call him, otherwise your mechanic will be retarded. Now I recommend doing this in like the city or somewhere where it's not an issue of being on a road or not, and your mechanic can bring it to you. And then you see here, yeah, I got to call back, and mechanic's like, yeah, sorry, I can't bring it, call me later. So just have your friend drive you to, I haven't had him drive me to the original location, or at least somewhere on it where we were on like a road, and basically the mechanic automatically brought it. So there's the police buffalo that I had from our first video. As you can see there, you can't see the license plate because I never end up actually showing it. And yes, sticky bombs now bounce off tires in case they haven't before. So there you go, blew it up. It was also an insured vehicle. There are insurance glitches, and I will upload those as well, because I know not many people know them, or at least they're kind of rare, I guess. So basically you can go around, get in that car, and screw around for another 5 minutes, and bring in, I only had 2 cars that were modded that were insured. So you can bring in a third car that's not insured, and it'll actually work once you leave the mission. So once I basically drive around a crap ton here, as you can see, I can bring in the tow truck, and that's what I'm gonna do. Basically, you can drive around, spend these 5 minutes doing whatever, again, like you did before. If you ever bother to call up Moore's Mutual, you will also see that your cars are perfectly fine. You can call them up, but don't call them up in the middle of the mission, because you're kind of going to lose them. You're probably going to lose them. And there's Brandon doing whatever, and he decides to fall off, as well as I jump off anyways. But don't call Moore's Mutual just yet, and I'll show you when to call them. I'll show you 2 circumstances, or 2 things not to do when you have to deal with Moore's Mutual, because A, you can't call Moore's Mutual in the garage and expect the car to be there, and B, you can't bring out a different car and expect the car to go back in, because the modded vehicles will not go in your garage anymore. Again, ISO mods. So if we're almost to the part where I call back up my tow truck here, and it is the big tow truck, and it did work. So really quickly, if I run along, speeding this up, of course. There we go. I call up my mechanic here, and Brandon has the cops on him as usual. If you go ahead and select the tow truck, there it is. There's that fat bitch of a car, and it spawns in right there. That is the tow truck with the King's license plate that I brought in for somebody one day. It's not chromed out. I felt like, well, they wanted me to keep default, and I was like, you know what, fine, I'll keep default. It's fair enough. The only person who can bring this out of the game is you, so make sure you leave the mission, either driving it or being a passenger. I recommend being the driver, because I haven't tried being the passenger. I've only had one try at this. But you see Brandon leaves really soon, and he doesn't leave with it because it's not his personal vehicle. It doesn't have the tracker on it. So there am I with a working tow truck in 1.06. I bring up the version in the options menu pretty soon, right about here. Here we go. If you look now and I go down to options, it says 1.06, not 1.05. And I know the last video was 1.05, but you know, whatever. Or after 1.06 was released. Anyways, so this is the working tow truck. I'm gonna, basically what you do from here is you would pull up your phone, like so. Wait for it. There we go. And you would leave the mission. How you pressing X on the Xbox controller, or whatever that blue symbol involves. I know it's X on the Xbox. I don't have a PlayStation, so I can't tell you. Then you'd go ahead and wait for all this loading crap to go through, and boom, there's your tow truck. Your mechanic would leave it there as usual, unless of course you're a dick to your mechanic. I know a lot of people are. dicks to their mechanics, so then he'll be like, yo, you're an asshole, I'm not giving this to you. But usually it'll put you in an invite-only session, or in your own session, where nobody's in there. So you can go ahead and invite your friend back and show him your brand new awesome car, or the car you've owned that doesn't really exist anymore. And there it is. And I speed this little clip up here for a very long time, actually, because we drive it all the way back to the garage in the city, which is a pretty long drive, I know. But basically, vehicles that you have in the garage and everything. I know I'm gonna ramble on, but the only thing I can do is sit here and speed it up for you. Cutting it out basically wouldn't work. So basically, I say basically too much. You know what? Fuck this. I'm just gonna be humorous now. You can bring your car back to your garage, but it's not gonna go in. Either way you cut it, it's not gonna. It's a piece of shit game. Not piece of shit, but it's modification. So what are you gonna do? So you drive it all the way back wherever your garage is. Unfortunately, mine is in the city, the most expensive one, to go along with my expensive cars. And there's the tow truck with working lights and everything, and yeah, honking the horn, doing all that good stuff. Now, as soon as you reach your garage, this is gonna be a depressing fact of the day. You can't put it in, nor can you keep it in. So if I walk inside like I do now, and I pull out a different car, it's not gonna stay. It's annoying, but the only way to keep it is to do an ISO mod. So if you feel like downloading some mods and doing stuff like that, then go right ahead, get banned, get put in the cheater pool. One thing I do want to mention though, there is a new method of bringing single player characters into online, as I've been saying before, and I will be playing around with it. But basically, I think you may still be able to get vehicles like the tank and the buzzard into your GTA online game, into the garage. There are the two Moore's Mutual cars, and I bring in the unmarked, and as you can see, normally it would be over there, and it's not. But basically, what I did want to mention is that this new method, which I have yet to try out, and I'm going to try it right after I record this and upload it for you guys. It involves, like I've previously said, modding the car to single player, obviously, then putting a stressor, a UDP stressor, or I don't know what the actual term of it is, but basically it slows down your data connection, and you sit there and spin a little bit, so it gives you the chance to leave GTA Online. And as you leave GTA Online, it'll put you into single player, and then you would basically open up the game store once more normally. And as you open that up and leave, it'll put you back into multiplayer. Unconfirmed, don't quote me on that. So if I drive back in, I'll show you that my unmarked is not there, or my tow truck or my unmarked are there. Even after bringing your cars in, doing whatever, you try to call up your mechanic, it's not going to work either. So as you can see there, the tow truck would normally be in the back left corner where I had my old mariachi, and of course mariachi still stayed in the game. So depressing fact of the day is that I've been rambling on for a long time, but I think it's pretty worth it to show you guys this. So if you go ahead and leave your garage, you can call up Moore's Mutual outside the garage, and whatever cars you still have remaining covered by your insurance, you can still call over, and they'll spawn over where they normally will spawn. You just can't do anything with them. It's depressing, I know, but play the game legitimately now is what you have to do. So as you can see here, there it is. There's my police cruiser, and there it is on the map, the image. So I'm gonna have Brandon, after he's done being a bad driver, drive me over there really quickly. Watch this for the teleportation super speed. Go, go, go. There it is. All right. Yeah, he's a horrible driver, in case you can't tell. We'll just wait for it. There we go. There's the first crash, and then the second crash is right about here. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so if you go all the way over here, there's that police buffalo that we've always had from the very beginning. First modded car I ever did, and it has the Nick license plate, everything. It's authentic. There it is. You will not get this ever again unless you do the following glitch that I plan on uploading. Hey, what a coincidence.
Look out for those armored trucks driving around the city.
Hooray,
For
armored
someone
trucks.
like you, it's easy money. Oh, and
You're gonna wait for Lester to hang the
sometime.
fuck up because he's an annoying little bastard. And there's the pink smoke. So you call your mechanic, and you can still call your mechanic for this. You can go ahead and look to see that the police cruiser is actually on your list of cars, but it's not going to do you any good to call it, because it'll just bring it to you, won't put it away. If it puts it away, it's gone forever. So as you can tell, the tow truck, the police riot, which I had and I never even bothered to show, and the unmarked are all gone.
I'll get back to it then.
So there's Brandon, and we're just going to drive it around for a little bit here. It's still got the working turbo, 100% armor, everything from before, except the only downside is that you can't keep it forever. So it's a pretty simple glitch. I know I've been rambling on for this is gonna go a whole 19 minutes, but this is all the gameplay I wanted to show you guys 100%. You can go about your cop duties and pretend like you're a cop the last time, you know, taking care of those pesky drivers and crashing like a dumbass. That's another thing to add. I'm gonna drive it over to the customs here and show you that you can't edit it either. Stupid car, not obeying traffic laws. Even though he's yielding, he's in the way, so he must be demolished forever. And here you go. You can't edit this. Of course, there's Brandon glitching out. You can't enter or edit, which kind of sucks, but hey, you know, whatever. You can mess around with it, you can drive it around, and pretty much everything you can normally do before, except the fact that there's nothing to do with it past this. If you leave, however, this may work. If you leave the game and you join back with the custom car tracker and everything, it may keep it, but it may not. Don't count on it. Honestly, I wouldn't even bother to count on it. So here's me being stopped by the police until I call Lester. It's a very fun thing to watch, me being a dumbass. And there's Brandon's AI leaving. New implementation is $200 for every star that you own. So here we go. We speed up the clip a lot here, and we drive along. And I'll show you guys right here and now, I guess, in online, that it is still 1.06. It's not 1.05, and I'm just screwing with you. So there you go. There's that. Of course, you saw the Baja already, so, or trophy truck, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna take it off this jump for one last time, and then call it quits for this car. And that was a pretty nice sweet jump. But anyways, that's the Buffalo. Last time we'll ever see it, until, of course, somebody finds a new glitch, which that won't take very long. That's a really annoying noise, isn't it? I don't know if it's the same for preview, but it's like wee 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 wee. It's like, it's just an average gradient of sounds. I am so annoying here, aren't I? So yes, if you call up your mechanic, and you don't have to watch any of this part of the video if you've already done this or you already missed it. If you look, your car's not there anymore. You drive back in backwards, and your car won't be there anymore. So yeah, this is depressing, I know, but I figured I would just show you guys this part of the video, and I'm surprised you're still watching this because it's kind of boring at this point. I've ran out of things to say. So anyways, I hope you guys watched the beginning half of it on how to bring the cars back in, and I will upload a video on how to modify them in the future into the 1.06 version without destroying your disc. This is where my police Buffalo used to be, over there. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm gonna call it a day until, of course, I record tomorrow. Also, if you follow me on Twitter, I will respond to you pretty much instantly, so don't forget to do that. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe, because that's awesome.